Yo, what is going on, guys? We're back today for another Alliance Quest Map 8 video. I think I've only uploaded one of these types of videos before for Map 8 specifically, and it was like the first cycle of Map 8. So I was still a bit of a noob at Map 8. I mean, it just came out. Everyone is. But now I've had a lot more practice experience, especially on my paths, and also one massive difference is now I have Hercules. And Hercules, he makes Alliance Quest fun, honestly. When I first got him, I started bringing him unduped at rank 3, and he was doing a great job. He was just really fun to use. That's how I really learned how to play Hercules. It was just an AQ, and I just really fell in love playing him, trying to intercept, get knockdowns when they're not stunned, you know, just like that. And it just, I love playing Hercules so much, dude. Then when I awakened him, oh my god, that was such a game changer, and you guys are going to see that awakened ability really see how good it is today, especially in AQ. For a lot of you guys know if you have Hercules and you're already using AQ, but you guys will really get to see it at its peak in the highest tiers of Alliance Quest here. So, yeah, as far as the nodes on here in this section 1 path that I take, it's nothing crazy. It's a little bit of weird nodes, actually. You see he gets that protection. It's on a timer. And the only way to get rid of those protections is to actually bait a heavy and then punish it, which is really weird. Like the first time I did this path, I like died because they got so much protection. I wasn't even doing damage, and I didn't read the node, so I didn't know how to get rid of it. I've never seen a node like that before. It's very weird. And there's also, once you knock the defender down for like a window of like 4 to 5 seconds, if they hit your block, they gain like a pretty decent amount of power. That's really it though. Nothing too crazy. So yeah, there's also what's that node called? The one where you only gain power if you have a debuff, a damage over time debuff on them. Every time I record, like, I just lose all sense of memory on node names. I think it's polka dot power, something like that. But yeah, so Hercules, as you guys see, he's not gaining power here, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I don't really care. He's still hitting like a truck, and I'm just trying to build up his charges. You can see we're already at 10 persistent charges now, which is nice, because I use him in section 2 and 3 a decent amount on, just like, I use him for like pretty much every fight that's not path specific. So for example, in section 2, I have like a tech specific lane, so I use Guillotine for that. In section 3, I have a safeguard lane, so I use Falcon for a lot of that. But any like other fights that like aren't a part of my path, I just use Herc, and he just nukes it, and it's awesome. So next up here we have a Spider-Gwen. This is the one fight I use Falcon on in section 1. Spider-Gwen. Why would you not use Falcon here? He's just like this AQ team is like perfect for the paths that I take. Such a good team, I find. This team covers so much ground. It's really awesome. And Falcon against crazy evaders is just such a good time. I have to fight a Spider-Gwen in section 1 and then an OG SpiderMan in section 3. And Falcon, dude, I love Falcon so much. Him and the new one, new Sam Wilson, Captain America. I really want to get him. They're both so good, man. Which is great. Sam Wilson really getting a lot of love in this game. Although I think the new Falcon is still a bit underrated, but video for another day. So that's my section 1. Nothing crazy. Now we move into section 2, and I joined a bit late, as you can see. They already cleared section 1. So I just finished that path. Actually, I think I joined a little bit earlier, but I just did like on the very start of map 8. There's like, it takes a lot of energy to get to the side, so I think I just burned some energy actually. And then yeah, I didn't record that though. I was like, oh, I should actually record some AQ fights today. It's like I didn't record those first couple fights. But now we get into section 2 and I have enough energy to do these 3 fights. So these are the tech specific ones. All these fights have minus, I think it's called overclocked. So you get minus 50% attack unless you're a tech champ. So pretty much just want to use a tech champ here. And then it also has powerful from afar. So if I'm not close to Mission Sure, you see he gets that power gain. So when I first started doing this path, I've had this path all of map 8. At first, you know, I struggled to try to build my souls and to finish the fight with special 3 because like the power gain is so crazy, right? There's a lot of power gain, and there's also aggression prowess, and it's really easy to get out of hand. But like I said, I've been doing these fights so much now that I've got the rhythm down. I've got it just got it down. I got the strategy down packed, man. It's every fight now. It's just textbook. Gonna get him down to 5%, and then drop to special 3 or below 5%. And yeah, we see you come out of there with 90% health. Get that 100 combo for the next fight, which is great. It's perfect. Like I had like it was like a whole progression. Like before, I just never banked a soul. I just used guillotine. I just spammed special ones just to power drain and just played safe. But it was slower. And then I started to get better, and I was able to steadily build up and finish Mr. Sinister with special 3, slowly. And then Purgatory, I could never finish this fight with special 3 because her special 2 would clip me, and I'd have issues, and her power gain is kind of crazy. But again, just practice. Now I'm able to beat Purgatory with this 100 hit combo and still carry it over to the next fight, which just takes practice. It's kind of cool to see yourself progress better in these fights. And so really, it's just all about really trying to bait specials. And what you'll notice in this game is like not every champion is different. There's some champions that are very similar, but a lot of champions are very different, and if you play a certain way against them, like they're more likely to throw special. It's really weird, but you can see these patterns in some champions, and once you learn those patterns, you can really take advantage of it. So here you can see we got her down to 5%, dropped special 3, and this one was kind of close. She was at 3 bars too, but that doesn't matter since we're done the fight. Boom, we come out of there with 86% health. I used to always lose like half my health on this fight. I used to rely on my regen to get through this path. It's crazy how easy I'm making it look now. It definitely took a lot of practice to make it look this easy. And yeah, I usually used to never have 100 hits coming into this Apoc fight. I never was built up, but now pretty reliably, like every day in AQ I can do it, which is just awesome. And it just makes it a lot faster too, which is nice. Before it was just so slow because I had no combo in every fight, and I was just throwing special ones. But here I found just push Apoc to special 2 and just bait it out. And yeah, he's pretty willing to throw those specials, and then by the time I get to a special 3, he's pretty much almost dead anyways. Like Guillotine, man, she's such a monster. I love her so much. This team, like I said, Falcon, her, Guillotine, it's just a really solid team. It covers so much ground. It feels great. So yeah, you can see we're just cutting through this Apoc like a hot knife through butter with that 100 hit combo. And yeah, the power gain doesn't really matter because he is dead. Getting down to 2%. And you can see I even, like, on the special 3 there, you can see it's too early. I do that on purpose just to make these fights go even faster. I don't need the perfect damage bonus, it doesn't matter. So just click fast to get rid of that. Hector actually told me about that. I remember we were watching a fight during the NYCC, and this guy, he like just didn't have enough time to finish the fight, and Hector told me, he's like, if he would have just like spammed through the special 3, like the little mini game to try to get extra damage, like if he would have just tapped it right away, he would have had enough time to finish the fight. And ever since Hector told me that, I was like, dude, I've never even thought of that. Like, that's genius. Like, yeah, good point. So sometimes I'll do that if I'm trying to save time. Here, next up we have a Yellowjacket. You see we took a bit of a combo. That's okay. It really doesn't matter what our health is at with her if we play perfect once, we get down to low health. Which, speaking of, here we go. And I find that I play a lot better once I have low health. Like, if I go into a fight with low health, I find I play better. I don't know. So yeah, that fight's dead, but now Herc's at 1%. But again, this is where I really get to show you guys the power of Herc's signature ability. So literally 1 HP, and that's fine. That's really all that we need. So we have a Mr. Negative up, and we're gonna take all these fights. Any fights we can take here in section 2, we're gonna take, and then we're gonna take the Nimrod mini boss as well. Boom, man! Look at this fight. Look how clean that was. He didn't even throw a special. Get to our special 1, and he's just dead. That fight was so fast and clean. It's great. So this next fight is very optional. Don't have to. I've been taking it a bit more, but I don't have to take this fight. If I have the energy and I have the time, I'm just like, why not? So here we have Thor Ragnarok. Nothing crazy. We get something that's gonna help us fight the Nimrod boss. I'm not even sure what it is. I don't really care, because Hercules is just already super good for fighting Nimrod. But yeah, you see right there, he auto-blocked us a bit. That's fine. It's all good. We haven't triggered our Immortality yet. You can see just going for these intercepts, getting tons of those intercepts. And I think here we're going to go for the special 2. And this should just do the trick. Yeah, there we go. But we're dead. Didn't even need to activate the Sinister ability. Like I said, I feel like I play better with lower health. But now we get to the Nimrod. We're probably going to need the Sinister ability on this fight. Nimrod, he's really fun. I've gotten really good at fighting Nimrod just in general because of AQ and practicing. I think this is actually where I took off. You see he was linked, so if we put a debuff on him, he's going to gain power, so we don't want to parry here. It's going to make it a little bit harder, but that's fine. I also took off Resonate for this fight. There, we triggered the Infuriate, so that gave him a bunch of power. It's fine. He throws that special 2, he gets that Unstoppable. Again, it's fine, we just got to chill, wait it out. There we go. Now we can go back in, start intercepting once again. Looking for those intercepts all the time with Herc. Just intercept. That's all I'm thinking when I'm playing Hercules. How can I get these intercepts, you know? Here, go for the special 1, so we get those precision buffs. That makes our crit rate go up by quite a bit. That clean special 1 dex. I don't always get the full dex on that, but you know we got our Sinister ability if we need it. So I'm going to show you guys a really cool thing you can do with Herc, which is actually what I already do with Kitty Pryde, which you'll see in a bit. But it's basically just a way to protect yourself from the opponent's special 3, which can really come in handy. So I'm going to get to my special 3, and what it's going to do is it's going to place a indestructible buff. So here, you see I messed up that special 1. Like I said, I don't always fully dex it. Had to rely on our signature ability, which is fine. So here he power locked me for a second, but it's my special 3. Drop it, push him to his special 3, but it's fine because we're going to have that indestructible buff. And I believe if you use your special 3 when the opponent has a special 3, you also get like a power gain buff. I think it gives us like a bar of power. Yeah, you can see we got that power gain buff. So that's just going to give us even more power, which is nice. Nimrod's special 3 is pretty cool too to see. But it doesn't matter because we got that indestructible. And I do this with Kitty all the time. And now we also have a lot of power. Look at that, man. 2 bars of power. And yeah, he hit me again. Boom, we were still indestructible. And he's dead. So there's Hercules just destroying a Nimrod mini-boss. That signature ability and special 3 indestructible cheese. It's pretty nice. So now we get to special 3. Or sorry, not special 3. Section 3. And so this is a Safeguard, Super Masochism, and something else to do with glancing. Essentially, if you don't do a full 5-hit combo, you get a glancing debuff. So this path, it's really annoying, like node-wise. This is a pretty stacked path. Like if these nodes, this node combination was in war, this would be pretty insane. Like there's a lot of nasty defenders you could stick on there. Luckily, the path, it's War Machine, Professor X, SpiderMan, and Squirrel Girl. So it's, you know, it's nothing crazy defender-wise at least, but this node combination can get pretty nasty. But yeah, we just keep locking on to War Machine. I like to take his special 1 on the block just because it gives us those debuffs, which is, you know, free willpower healing. But yeah, our crit, we got really lucky on the crit rates in that fight. Usually the fight takes a lot longer than that. We were just getting full 5-hit combos of crit. That's good RNG there. And the next fight here we have Professor X. Like I said before, you know, like I was never able to keep my guillotines combo blank, but as you can see now, we've kept every fight, which is great. I used to do this fight with Falcon. It was kind of annoying. Class disadvantage, you know. But with guillotine all built up, it makes this fight kind of a breeze. That's pretty nice. Pretty quick, easy. She's just, again, kind of melting through these mutants like a hot knife through butter. But yeah, we are about to falter here. Here's actually something I learned about Professor X. You can see right there, I literally stood there with my guard wide open, no block up, while that falter was active, and he won't attack. He won't attack you, and you have enough time once that falter ends to go in. It's just these little things that I keep learning about all these champions after fighting them so much in AQ. Like I said, it's these patterns that you notice. It's very interesting if you're paying attention. So there you see I didn't do a full 5-hit combo, so I get this glancing debuff. It's super annoying. I didn't get the full 5 combo because I had faltered. But yeah, there you see I actually triggered it on purpose. That was on purpose because now I'm able to finish this fight with a special 3, hopefully, because it's Safeguard. I need to drop this special 3 when he's at like 1% for it to kill and to carry over my combo, which I'm it's not gonna happen if I like all my hits are doing so much. Here, I guess I just went for it because I don't know, 3%. It is enough. The damage afterwards is enough to kill him. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if that banks the combo. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it doesn't. I've seen both, so it's kind of weird. But I don't need guillotine anymore after this, so it's really just a precautionary measure. You know, if yeah, my path's done. I don't need it for the rest of my path, but it's nice to have her built up just in case, and it kind of makes me feel better too about myself. It's like, I kept her built up the whole way. But yeah, and then we have this SpiderMan. This fight is really fun with Falcon. Again, it's just the evaders with Falcon. You just build up so much of those passive cruelties that we start hitting so hard. It's ridiculous. It's honestly ridiculous. Here you can see we're getting really unlucky on the RNG. That's like 3 combos in a row without a crit. It's weird, man. That War Machine was like best RNG I've ever had, and right here you see that's some pretty bad RNG. Weird, man. It's weird. I do want to get my Falcon's signature level up so that he does crit more. I don't know. I got to be smart with my Sig Stones. But then we have one more fight on the path here. It's just a Squirrel Girl. Nothing crazy. I could really use anyone for this fight. Hercules. I've used Hercules, Guillotine, Falcon, all of them for this fight before. Usually I start with Falcon if I die, and then I go down the line. I haven't used a single item yet at this point, which is pretty good. Like I said, just learning these paths, getting better at doing these fights, which is great. But when I've definitely used items before in map 8. I've used a lot of items some days. Some days I play super reckless and fight Nimrod super linked. Just because, you know, why not? We've got so many it's Marvel Contest of Compensation lately. So many of those compensation packs in my mail. I have like 4 of them right now. So there's so much AQ potions in there that I really care if I play reckless, because otherwise those items are just gonna expire anyways, you know. But yeah, that's my entire map 8 path. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's pretty fun, actually. Like I said, just using Hercules, I have a good time. And also the great thing is that I'm able to finish really early. You see there's still 12 hours left of AQ, and I'm done. I'm done my path. It's really nice. Map 8's way better than map 7 in my opinion. Yeah, it's not even that much of a chore. It's nice, and I've learned my path, so it's not a hassle. Don't mind AQ as much. Yeah, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Let me know what you guys think. That Herc gameplay was pretty good, I think. That Nimrod fight was my favorite. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you want to see more AQ videos in the future. Of course, not like every week, but occasionally. Let me know. That's going to do it. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoy. Peace out.